Thank you. I just want to start by thanking you for coming out. We always appreciate the media attending these events, as obviously CrimeStoppers is a partnership between police, the public, and the media. I want to thank the Toronto Police Sex Crimes for their work in this joint initiative with CrimeStoppers. CrimeStoppers is a not-for-profit charity. It's a community organization, a separate entity from the police, and essentially what we do is anonymous crime reporting. We don't have call display. We don't ask your name. We don't ask your personal information. You're also provided the class protection of informer privilege. As a result of the Supreme Court of Canada, simply put, no one will ever know your name. No one will ever know you called Toronto CrimeStoppers. We've worked on a cash, I apologize. We have a cash reward of up to $2,000. We've worked on a crime scene reenactment with sex crimes. It's playing to the side here. It's a result of a sex crime that took place in Roding Park. And I'm going to introduce Detective Patel from the Toronto Police Sex Crimes to give you some information about it and what you can do to help. Thank you.
Good morning. On March 8, 2016, at approximately 12 p.m., the female victim was walking through Roding Park in the area of Keele Street and Wilson Avenue. At this time, the male suspect attacked the victim from behind and forced her to the ground. The suspect then sexually assaulted the victim. A violent struggle ensued, but the victim fought off the suspect. The suspect then fled southbound towards Wilson Avenue. The suspect is described as male Asian with a tan complexion, 5'8", thin build, wearing a gray jacket and a white ball cap, which was left at the scene. To this date, we have still yet to identify the suspect. We're reaching out to the public again in regards to the sexual assault investigation. The level of violence used by the suspect is a concern to us and to public safety in general. Toronto Police CrimeStoppers has produced a reenactment, which you see here. And we are reaching out to the public again. If you have any information regarding this incident, please call Toronto Police Sex Crimes at 416-808-7474, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Toronto Police CrimeStoppers at 416-222-TIPS or 416-222-8477.
Detective, can you just, because in this video we're seeing what appears to be him punching her, you know, shaking her. Is this like a very accurate portrayal of what exactly happened, or can you just sort of describe what we're seeing and what happened to this woman?
Obviously this is a reenactment, but yes, it's the best way to describe what took place here. The victim did suffer some broken bones to her face.
Did he have a weapon?
Sorry?
Did he have a weapon? Did he threaten to use a weapon?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't have a weapon.
There's something written in the under the brim of the cap there. Is that what you guys wrote, or?
No, I believe that's the cap that was left behind. That's the brand or the label of that cap.
No, like there's something written in green underneath the brim there. Do you know what it says, or could you tell us what it says?
Okay. I'm unaware of that.
When it comes back around, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if that's something like you guys wrote that. This is a piece of evidence, or?
Yeah, right there, right on the.
See, there's something written in green under the brim
Yeah, I
there.
believe that was already written there, so not sure what was written. Something was scribbled there.
What do you think would have happened? Like, how would this have gone had she not struggled so much and fought him off?
I believe the injuries would have been, I mean, I can't speculate, but I believe the injuries would have been far more serious had she not put up a fight.
Is this typical of what you would see in a stranger sex assault in the city?
It does happen, but it's not often, but it does happen. And in this particular incident, obviously the level of violence used was severe.
How's the victim doing now?
She's still recovering. She's still attending to what treatment she requires to obtain full recovery.
And are we talking psychological treatment, but is there also physical treatment as well? Or?
That I can't answer. I can't get into the specifics of that.
She still had, can you say she still suffers physical injuries from what happened?
Like I said, she's still recovering from her injuries.
Any indication of whether this guy has hit anybody else?
Like I said earlier, at this time, we have no new information. We've exhausted every investigative avenue, and that's why we're reaching out to the public again in hopes that we can maybe generate new tips and new information that we can follow up on.
This is a pretty brazen act. Could you maybe describe or give us an idea of where this is in sort of the escalating scale of someone like this?
Oh, the violence is extreme, especially it's brazen in the sense that it happened during broad daylight at around lunchtime when the general public is out there. So that's very concerning to us because it obviously compromises public safety as well.
So this video is basically meant to draw people's attention to it with hopes that they'll look at the sketch and the hat and be able to identify who this guy is?
Yeah, we're reaching out again because we're hoping that once they see this video, it may re-trigger some detail or information that they can pass on to us that we can follow up on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, Detective, I meant to ask you, was there any DNA recovered from the hat, any hair, anything like that?
Once again, I can't, to maintain the integrity of the investigation, I can't get into the specifics of what evidence we do have. Okay, thank you.
That concludes today's conference. Just to confirm, the wording underneath that's the actual baseball cap that was picked up at the scene. And then the other one, it says that it's the composite sketch. Thank you for attending.